Do I have a free speech right to be heard on that corporate platform? Do I? I mean, they have The View, the yentas on The View, radical left-wing kooks. They have this kook, nasty, Jimmy Kimmel. Look at all the networks. Look at all the left-wing kooks they have on there. Does that violate my free speech rights because they're censoring me by not having me on? My book was #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. You know how many inquiries we got to come on? 0. You know how many inquiries I ever get to come on after 20 years of writing #1 bestsellers? 0. What about my free speech? So there's no First Amendment at issue, despite the best efforts to concoct one. None whatsoever. I'll give you examples of where the First Amendment was violated. But the left won't like it. And Jimmy Kimmel never said a word about it. Now, ABC's Democrat boss, who's all but destroyed Disney, is bringing Kimmel back. Not because of some massive pressure from the wider audience. His ratings will still suck. He will remain an awful host. The 2 largest affiliate companies are not going to air him, at least for now. So there's no financial reason for his return. On the contrary, he's being brought back because he's a liberal propagandist, loved by the Democrat Party hacks and the pressure they put on ABC. Now, free speech is crucial to countering the government and those in power. It is crucial to sharing information and making decisions as a people, as a collective, we about our society. I've written about it often, including in On Power. I have an entire chapter on language and speech. Every true patriot should believe in it and defend it, period. This has nothing to do with any of that. Indeed, it's twisted to argue that Kimmel, who used his national corporate network platform to lie about the assassination of Charlie, is a victim of anything but his own hatred and narcissism. If ABC had stuck to its original decision and kept him off their network, he'd still have many avenues to continue to spew his poison. Nobody's stopping him. He can do as he wishes. Do I have a right to have a show on ABC? Do I? Do I have a right to have a show on ABC? Where I can voice my opinions, which are counter to virtually everything that runs on that network? And if I don't have a show on ABC, does that violate my free speech? Does it? Do I have a free speech right to be heard on that private platform? On that corporate platform? Do I? I mean, they have The View, the yentas on The View, radical left-wing kooks. They have this kook, nasty, Jimmy Kimmel. Look at all the networks. Look at all the left-wing kooks they have on there. Does that violate my free speech rights because they're censoring me by not having me on? My book was #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. You know how many inquiries we got to come on? 0. You know how many inquiries I ever get to come on after 20 years of writing #1 bestsellers? 0. What about my free speech? Oh, by the way, I don't want to go there, but you get my point? Is that a free speech violation? Don't I have a right to be heard on ABC as much as Jimmy Kimmel does? Let's face it, I'm effectively banned from these networks. I'm effectively banned from these networks. Now, don't get me wrong, I have absolutely no interest, and I'm very pleased with the various platforms I'm on. My point is that the Kimmel matter is phony, contrived. It's a pseudo-event. A pseudo-event, a phony event. I would also suggest that some of my conservative friends who participated in this sham, cut it out, will you? It won't protect you from the left. They won't give a damn about actual free speech when it comes to you. Did not the 4 years of Biden demonstrate this to conservatives? The government went after parents at school board meetings. The government issued a memo targeting speech at school board meetings, targeting parents, trying to intimidate them. Did Jimmy Kimmel complain about that? Any of the other phony comics? Tell me, did the media complain about that? The Democrat Party complained. They thought it was fantastic. That's a violation of the First Amendment. That's cut and dry. That's black and white. They went after peaceful pro-life protesters, indicting them and imprisoning them. Now that seems to me to be quite serious. You? That's a First Amendment violation. Intervention by the federal government. The Biden regime did it. They went after the Catholic Church. Remember that? The FBI, first they told us that was one stupid guy in a letter in a satellite office. Turns out it wasn't one stupid guy in a satellite office. Isn't that a violation of the First Amendment? I think it is. And what did the Democrats say about it? Nothing. What did Jimmy Kimmel say? Nothing. Oh, just want to make sure that our new Mahatma Gandhi and Rosa Parks, I just want to hold his feet to the fire. They pressured social media sites against posting questions about vaccines. Remember that? A federal judge thought it was absolutely outrageous. Even the circuit court found it outrageous. The Supreme Court found it outrageous. Despite their opinion on what they wrote, it was like, wow. The White House, Adam Shifty, he was pressuring. That's government interference. That's a violation of the First Amendment. What about their war on conservative talk radio that's gone on for decades? What about their effort to remove Rush Limbaugh from the air over and over again? And I might add Sean Hannity and little old me. I don't remember these guys defending us. I don't remember the media defending us. I remember the media cheering it on. Do you remember a year or so ago when certain Democrat members of the House of Representatives sent a letter to Comcast and other cable platforms? Remember what they said? To stop Fox. To deplatform Fox. Remember all that? The Democrats did it with the media support. That's a violation of the First Amendment.
For more, sign up for Levin TV.